They say cats have 9 lives. That very well may be true for Anna. When Anna was brought to the San Jose Animal Care Center, it was glaringly obvious that her right hind leg had been severely injured. Yet what had happened to this poor kitten remained a mystery. What we did know was that Anna's leg had nearly been severed off, with just a single blood vessel connecting the lower part of her leg to the rest of her body. Unfortunately, Anna's leg had shriveled up, and she no longer had feeling in the lower part of her leg. There was no way to save her leg. Her leg needed to be amputated. As our veterinary team placed an IV catheter in her front leg, Anna melted our hearts as she calmly kneaded the blanket and gazed about the room, completely unfazed by her surroundings. It was as if she knew we were there to help. Our team anesthetized Anna and prepared her for surgery to spay her as well as remove her injured leg. The surgery went smoothly and she woke up afterwards on a warm bed, yet still disoriented from anesthesia. That evening I took Anna home with me to monitor her and continue her IV pain medications overnight. She did well throughout the night, but in the morning, Anna wasn't acting as I expected she would. I've taken many kittens home after amputation surgeries and have never seen a kitten so lethargic the next morning. I took her straight back to the shelter and our team started treating her. Initially, she perked up and became more animated, but as the day progressed, her condition declined to being almost completely unresponsive. We made the decision to have our animal services officers rush her to a specialty veterinary hospital that was better equipped to handle such a critical patient. It was a sleepless night for me, as I worried whether or not Anna would make it. My hopes were kept alive knowing that she was a fighter. She had already survived such unimaginable trauma. We were so relieved when Anna returned to us back at the shelter, a happy, bouncy kitten. She was so bouncy that she had opened up her amputation site. Given what Anna had been through, we were all very nervous about anesthetizing her again to repair her incision. However, we suspected that her poor condition might have been caused by a rare adverse reaction to one of the pain medications. Since Anna had been doing much better after we changed her pain meds, we decided to anesthetize her to repair her incision. Fortunately, everything went smoothly and she recovered from anesthesia without any issues.
Good time. What you doing? You sleepy? You gonna go bed? Wanna come say hi? Maybe?
Nevertheless, days later, Anna still managed to get around her e-collar and open her incision once again. So we once again anesthetized her to repair the wound, this time placing staples along the incision to help it stay closed. Again, she recovered from anesthesia and her incision was healing very, very well. However, as if Anna needed another bump in her pathway to recovery, over the following week she developed a hernia at her spay incision site, which we repaired with yet another surgery, but she also developed an upper respiratory infection. While none of these were life-threatening illnesses, we needed to wait for her to recover before putting her up for adoption. Staff members, myself included, took her home for periods of time to get her out of the shelter and help socialize her. Ultimately, a rescue organization fell in love with Anna and took her from the shelter. Anna surely had a rough start in life. She narrowly escaped death on multiple occasions. And while it's unclear how many of her 9 lives she still has left, we know she's a fighter. She won our hearts from day one, and we couldn't be happier for her to find a forever home where she can be safe and healthy for many years to come.